Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tchouameni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Gullit.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So we can he put it away? And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So, and he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
Maldini. Some really good ball movement. Luis Suarez! Corner number 2 then. Big header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Wales have their third corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ajax have the chance to go the other way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Luis Suarez. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Rummenigge. Lovely feet. Here's Tchouameni. Ruben Dias. Tchouameni. Seedorf. Nedved. That has been slung wide. Ruben Dias. Bellingham. Luis Suarez. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Nedved. Messi. And the counter is on. Nedved. Lahm. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played back in. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they award their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Ajax come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break.
Hello, am I audible, JG?
Substitution for Wales, number 13, Bellingham. Coming on to replace
That's the start of the second half.
Number 8,
Ajax carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Messi. And it's Xavi. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now there's a fine ball. That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away. Beckham. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. Wales appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nedved. So, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Costa Curta. Oh, good. He's got the shot away! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Let's look. क्या हो सकता है देखते हैं.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Messi. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Opts to play it back. It's a great ball.
Wales really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency.
Great hit! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And he thumps it clear. Cleared without complication. Seedorf did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Ajax still ahead by the game's only goal. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rummenigge. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Ajax certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Now it's Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that will be it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter.
चलो 50 पॉइंट मिल गए. 50 पॉइंट और 72 को मिला के पैक ओपनिंग हो गया. मिस्टर थॉर गेमिंग आप है क्या? चैट में बताइए थोड़ा। अच्छा ये वाला बॉक्स टू बॉक्स है एडवर्ड ऑफेंस क्रिएटर नया भी है एज क्रॉसिंग। ये नहीं है इसका 2008 वाला होगा यस। राफेल वेंडरवाल्ट
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part. Has a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Luis Suarez. And he's in on David Villa!
Easy chance really.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Looking for the runner. No, that's been intercepted. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter, he's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Can he put it away? Goal! Ajax! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Ajax have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, played right into his path. It's Luis Suarez! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and
the shot! And it's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Baresi. Guardiola. He could be in here. Well read, nice interception. Ajax looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shot a goal! They're going to be quick to it. Oh, what a mistake! And again! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the top.
David Villa! And that is wildly off target.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Maldini. And we've reached half-time. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. Ah, he's given it away! Maldini. Nedved.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Luis Suarez. And the pass is intercepted. Griezmann. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
The attendance
good
for this
read.
match was
He read that really well and stopped it.
71,550.
Rummenigge. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bullet. And it's Luis Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Suarez finds himself offside.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 13.
So, time for changes on both
Number
sides,
20,
actually.
David Villa. Coming on the field, number 15.
Chouameni.
Owen. Number 4, Erling Haaland. Substitution.
That has been cut short. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mateus. That is a great ball. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Ajax merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Great ball if he can get there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that has been clubbed away. Del Piero is herring after that one. Mateus.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but
indicated.
that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be... Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Shot at goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Oh, it was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here, and it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, nicely intercepted. Suarez hurtling down that right flank. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, there's a probing ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Forlan. Araujo. Luis Suarez. Great defending, strong and determined. He could be in here. Well read, nice interception. Mateus might just make this. And the pass is intercepted. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Forlan. Now it's Del Piero. Edmilson. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Hullet. Albertini. Oh, this is... Can he put it away? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. He has found a way through. Now it's Del Piero. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it again. And it's Del Piero. Great ball, and he's in here. Ajax looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rafinha.
Ajax have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Rafinha. Hullet. That's played into space. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked.
And the half-time whistle goes. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Ajax having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Ajax carrying a one-goal lead. Hullet. Oh, and he's through the middle. And that has put paid to that. Mateus looks to get on the end of this. Van Dijk. Mateus. Oh, super ball. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now who's going to be first to this?
The attendance for this
Now
match
it's
was
Gullit.
71,550.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's a little off target. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafinha. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pull it. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ajax looking to pass their way through. And a header! He's got a goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Ajax are now luxurious. And Gullit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gullit actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. So, third corner of the game.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 22, Suarez. Number 17, Del Piero.
Van Dijk
Number
tries to
18,
clear.
Mateus. Coming on the field.
Well, there's the clearance.
Number 24, Ito. Number 11, Nedved. Number 10, Gullit.
And he's managed to
There'll
get
be 3
free.
minutes added time.
No, that was never going to make it. And that is that. Ajax are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
Please make sure
So, Jim,
to
how
watch
do you
the
reflect
screen
on
for an
what we've
information
seen?
bulletin
Ajax
from the
definitely
regional police
impressing me here,
department.
especially the way that attack.
La, la, la. Hmm.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Quality ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's put a shade too much on that. And he's there to get it away. And smartly reclaimed. Luis Suarez. He rises! No, not the best of headers.
कोई है स्ट्रीम पे कोई है तो रिप्लाई कर दीजिए सब्सक्राइब किया हो तो
Now it's Forlan, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, what a climb! Marquinhos gets rid without sophistication. That's been cut out, well played. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well, it's Luis Suarez. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Picked out brilliantly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Lahm is in a really good position out wide. And it's Lahm. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. No way through. Ruben Neves. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Haaland. Seedorf kept his eye on it, and he's there. Check and pick that up. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Mbappe finds himself offside. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Fulham! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Forlan is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And a header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we reach the halfway point.
Ajax ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Ajax have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much, so keep going, and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, shooting chance! Decent enough try.
A more than...
Maldini. Del Piero is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. The most accurate pass. Now this could be a chance. Ajax needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Saka. Maldini calmly anticipates. Rodri. Mbappe. Some really good ball movement. Mateus. And it's Ruben Neves. Haaland. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. quite squeeze that one through. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Forlan. Mateus! Oh, they couldn't hit one! Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Ajax take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
There will be one
Crossfield changing the point of attack. And that will be the final act. Ajax have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and
I'd like
deservedly
to draw your
so.
attention to the screen right now for information
Thrilling.
on our...
ला 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 ला। थॉर गेमिंग, अगर आप स्ट्रीम पे आ गए हैं तो थोड़ा रिप्लाई कर दीजिएगा। आप बड़े यूट्यूबर हैं, मुझे पता है। अब हमारे जैसे छोटे यूट्यूबर के स्ट्रीम पे आना पसंद नहीं करते, ये हमें बहुत सही से पता है।
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And Batistuta! Cleared away. He'll try from distance. Now, who's going to be first to this? So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. And he welcomes it in. Mateos. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And one more try! Goal! Ajax! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle.
Forlan! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Forlan deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Del Piero. Deftly done. Floated through. He's and Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedri is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. So, third corner of the game. It's going to be another corner, I think. So their fourth corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Batistuta! Ajax are looking to go forward now. And he's had it nicked away. And back to the goalkeeper. Well, played right into his path. And he's taking no chances there. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of if.
David Villa! Oh, split-second reaction.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ajax have the chance to go the other way. The less said about that pass, the better. Del Piero. And here's Forlan. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
He's going to be disappointed with that. No way through. Oh, and he's through the middle. That's a decent clearance. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Ajax lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Ajax definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Looking for the run. Mateus. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's headed upfield.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. Suarez getting this one clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Gilberto Silva with the clearance. David Villa. Batistuta, and the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a lucky 7th corner. Araujo gets it away.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Could move up a gear here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bellingham. An audacious attempt. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pull it. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Forwards and with intent. Pull it, providing an outlet on that flank. Eto. He's got the shot away! He's got a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Ajax thinks could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really big forehand.
Now the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He's got tall. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
as you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome to
set.
today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's really well cleared. And the pass is intercepted. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have. And
There's the hit! Goal! Oh, take the lead.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps. And the shots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Lahm. Seedorf. Oh, well played, well played. Abiati is there to clear. Ajax are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Real chance! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, that's something that will make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence.
Heads it!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Over to the other side. Odo. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Del Piero. Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Mateus. And it's Lahm. He's found a way past. Stood up well to him there. That pass has been well intercepted. Seedorf. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Deftly away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Maldini. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1 each. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Batistuta. Mateus. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pass somewhat off target. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary. Gets his pass away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Seedorf. And here's Del Piero. Oh, now here's it. He's having a go! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. In for a header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
He was quick to react. Mateus. Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Ajax showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And it's Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nakata. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Forlan. Lam. Mateus. There's the ball in. Tries to get it clear. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Check. Del Piero. Oh, super ball. Oh, lovely feeding it. He's gone for goal! And he's there to clear it. And the referee brings it to a close. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Forlan taking in the accolades, having been named...